Okay, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Sambutu Ari Pandita. I would like to explain the some parts in this English. As you can see in table of content, there are three parts that we'll discuss in this video. The first is the part of business letter. The second one is commemorating to errors of it, and the third is letter to editor. Okay, without any further ado, let's start it. The first is the part of business letter. In the part of business letter, there are nine part that we'll discuss in the part of business letter. The first one is data line. Okay, next discuss about the data line. And the data line should give the date, month, and year when the letter is written. For example, it means that should be the date should the numerical part of the date should be numeric and the month name spelled out. For example, first on December 2020. The next is the second one is using the proper personal details. Avoid to use Miss or Miss for woman unless you know the woman prefers that title. Otherwise, use Miss or avoid using title together. And use Mr. for a man or male and followed by the person name. For example, Mr. Joku. The third is reference line. Reference line are made to learn the readers that the letters refers to a certain account number, position, frequency, or info. As a result, a reference line is included below the data line in a letter. And also, reference line might be central and the reference line should act as a running header if the letter is more than one page long. Next is introduction. The introduction should state the purpose of the letter. It means that the introduction should be specific. I think it can make the readers also it is make the readers easy to understand the purpose of the letter that you need. Okay, next is the body. In the body of the letters should tell the writer's story, and the writer should the first things is break up the body of the letter into a short paragraph and which are easier to read. The second one is begin each paragraph with a strong topic sentence that captures the reader's attention and state what the paragraph is about. Next is talk about the strength, skills, experience, and and why and are people and why employing you would benefit the company. The last is use a standard legible format to make your writer standard and accepted by the readers. Next is conclusion. The conclusion should sum up and also end with a positive note. It means that in conclusion, you should give the you should sum up the body of the letter, and also in the end you should give a positive note. It makes the readers you can make a good first impression with the readers. Next is complementary clause. in complementary clause, the sentence that usually used in complementary clause is your sincerely or just sincerely. And in the beginning of the letter, usually use dear, sir, or madam. And if you are friendly with the readers or you know the client very well, you can use word cheers and kindergarten and etc. Next is signature. Most people forget to sign a letter before they send it. Uh, it is can indicate you as the writer. You don't pay attention uh, to the detail that the letter you send, and it is you should give the sign uh, before you send the letter. The next is enclosures. The writer only spent a photograph, a newspaper clipping, always enclose it with a business card. Note, or give the note containing a few handwritten words rather than sending it. Okay, next jump to the second part is command writing errors to avoid. In command writing errors to avoid, there are each part. The first is grandiloquent, and ingrandiloquent is writing that is highly uh, if is highly embellished, often using over in flag based on unusual word. It means that grandiloquence often needs often use excess, excessive excessive praise that can make difficult for the readers to understand the purpose of the letters. And also the style of writing business is contemporary. It means that the writer can use colloquial English. For example, the writer can use word you, we, can't, or don't, and etc. The next is cliche. Avoid to use cliche in writing a letters, and it means that to make misunderstanding with the writer and the readers. Some common cliches are first is few and far between, the powers that be, through thick and thin, an uphill battle, to live one's game, the bottom line, cutting edge, learning curve, self-starter, and in the red. Next is tautology and redundancy. In writing a letter, avoid to use two words with the same meaning in a sentence. It means that you should don't use the extra word in writing the letter that has the same meaning, or using extra word that fail to clarify the meaning of the sentence. For example, in my opinion, I think, as you can see in the example, the word, the words, the my in my opinion, and I think it is the same meaning, like that. Okay, I give the second example. Let me repeat that again. Okay, this example has to the two word that has the same meaning. The first is repeat and again. I think repeat and again is has the same meaning. Next is or net or sorry, or net or purpose phrases. Similar to grandiloquence, use the simple sentence in writing a letter. Cut out any word that don't affect the direct meaning of the sentence. Okay, it means that don't use extra word in writing a letters and that not or that can't affect the purpose of the sorry the direct meaning of the sentence. Okay, I give the example. The first is I write to you today with you to assist turning your recommendation on. Sorry, I can repeat once again. I write to you today with you to ascertaining your recommendation on. I think the writer can write, I'm writing to you to find out what you would recommend. I think it is a good sentence that uh, has the good purpose and the specific meaning. Next to the ambiguity. Ambiguity is an error often brought about by poor sentence structure. A sentence becomes ambiguity when it has more than one meaning. For example, Bayu saw lions flying over Africa. Huh? It is the meaning. I think the meaning is abstract, and the writer supposed to write while flying over the Africa, Bayu saw the lion on the grassland below, like that. Next is verbosity. Verbosity is when the sentence ends by some words which are crucial to affect the meaning of the sentence. For example, an I'm preference in the volume of cheese production may be confidently anticipated in the event of an increase in herd number in the near future. I think this sentence would be better written as cheese production will increase if we buy some more stock. Is the exactly what the first sentence means to say. The next is discriminatory language. Discriminatory language occurs when a person is treated differently because of their native language or the characteristic of their language skill or and also or their sexual. For example, an employer may be experiencing language discrimination if in the workplace. And in the workplace has speak English only, but their primary language is or other than the English language. And the second example is the duty of manager is to supervise his his or her staff and to keep his or her administrative obligation under the control. The word his or hers, it is the as a discriminatory language because it is against a woman or the man, and the writer should use write as it is a manager's duty to uphold administrative obligations and to supervise the staff, like that. The next is who and whom. Often people are at a loss when it comes to deciding whether to use who or whom, and where he would fit use who, and where the answer would be him use whom, like that. Next is the last part is letter to the editor. Now, a letter to the editor is often written is in response to a letter published in a newspaper or magazine. And all the letters should have the following the introduction as follow. The first part or the first things is should the letter should be powerful enough to get the reader's attention. The second is should state the what the writer intend to talk about. The third is should refers to the name and the date that the article to which you are responding. And the body of the main part of the letter should expand the introduction. And in the conclusions of the letters, treats of the argument and summarize. And also conclusions should end on a strong note and make an impression the mind of the readers. It means that okay, you should summarize in the conclusion because it is can make easy the readers to read your letter and give the positive note. It can mix the good first impression with the reader or the client that you send the letter. Okay, I think that's all from my presentation. Uh, uh, I'm sorry if there's any mistakes in my video. I hope you enjoy watch on this video, and thank you. Bye bye.